Before we can get into this episode of the DevCast, be sure to like, subscribe, and join our community link down below. Hello everyone and welcome to the DevCast, your weekly Roblox podcast for all Roblox-related content and personal up-close interviews and conversations with some of your favorite Roblox creators. I'm your host, Dev and this is my co-host, Unix Developer. Unfortunately, we don't have C-Says today. He's doing a bit of some university work at the moment, so he's very occupied. You guys might have not seen him the last episode. Yeah, and let's actually just get started, shall we? I just want to firstly say that it has been a very, very busy week. There's actually so much news compared to last week. There's insane amounts of news. So you know what? We're just going to get down, right into the topics as we go on here. So let's get on to the topics, shall we? So the topics for this week are Roblox releases a new privacy setting, a new category section for finding game genres is in the work. Roblox is now notifying users when joining a group. New Roblox Monopoly board has been released. New Meep City and Bubblegum Simulator plushes, they're like these little soft teddy bear things, have been released. Darman, a YouTuber by the name of Darman, has recently released a skit video on a child stealing a mother's credit card for Robux. New hints have been released on the new Roblox Talent Hub, which has recently been released. Roblox has been cancelling crown rewards for side developers. So if you're a side developer, rest in peace. Three new bundles have lastly been released, demonstrating Roblox's new 3D clothing feature. Alright, so that's essentially the topics, and as you could tell, it's actually quite a lot. There has been a lot that has happened this week. So anyway, let's just dive straight into what we've seen this week. So firstly, Roblox is working on a new privacy setting that will allow users to appear offline if toggled. You will only appear offline for only a total of 12 hours until the toggle is turned off. So you only have a limit of 12 hours to appear offline. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. It says to appear offline for more than 12 hours, you would have to re-enable the toggle again after 12 hours. So, I mean, I don't know what this feature is for necessarily.
I mean, it's a good feature if you're a YouTuber or someone who gets followed around chasing. But then,
I mean, maybe it would be great for YouTubers as well.
But there is a problem though, which I got a feeling that's not going to fix it. Let's say you're an Adopt Me YouTuber, and you use one of those plugins where you can follow people around by typing a username in.
Oh, you're talking about that plugin that was released?
No. Did you know it's on Google Chrome? It's a Chrome extension.
Yes, the Chrome extension, yeah.
And you type it in, and you type in Adopt Me, you type in the game name, you type in the player name. Will that be blocked? I mean, I don't see how this is going to work, because that takes you straight to their server somehow.
I don't know. So, I really don't know.
I think it's a good idea, but I don't know if it's actually going to be properly configured.
I'm not necessarily sure. Because I remember there was a whole war going on with YouTubers and this essentially Chrome extension that allowed people to follow YouTubers, and it was the most infuriating thing ever. And luckily, it's been banned. But maybe that feature was actually put in there to kind of combat that. So, I mean, I think that's essentially the only other reason. People can't follow you unless they're friends with you. But, that Chrome extension allowed you to bypass that. So this maybe is just an extra measure, probably. I can't think of anything else.
But appearing offline and being is just one thing. Because you can just change the icon. I mean, Roblox probably uses a basic feature which then says you're online, you're not online, etc. But I don't think, because they could easily program the button within settings or whatever to make yourself appear offline and just change the icon with very limited scripting. But if they want to go any further than that and make it so you can't appear in game setting thingies and showing all sorts of other things, they've got a lot on their plate. So I'm intrigued how this is going to roll out.
Well, time will tell.
Indeed.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, let's actually just move on to our next topic, which is essentially Roblox is working on a new category section on your homepage, which will allow you to browse through different genres and categories of experiences. So far, as I can see, there's different categories. So these are the categories that'll be listed on your profile. As soon as you log in onto your Roblox account, there's going to be multiple categories of different games. So instead of just going to the Roblox page and sorting through categories, you could just click on all these other categories that'll be listed on your profile page as you enter on your home page. So these are the categories.
I've seen that.
Yeah, but these are the categories that they'll be listing. So the first one is real world roleplay. The second one is role playing. Third, adventure. Next is tycoon. Survival. Platformer obby. Simulation. And fighting and battle. What? I'm a bit confused. I mean, how does the town and city game type of little selection things make sense? Does that mean they're getting rid of those selections? Because I remember there's town and city. There was all these different types of sci-fi.
Go on your homepage. You got continue, and then you used to have after continue.
Oh, did they release it already?
Yeah, they've released it already.
What? Oh my gosh!
Continue, and then it used to just be like favorites under that and recommended. They've ditched that. You've now
have these categories.
Official ones. The official categories are real world roleplay. Recommended for you is still there after that. Role playing, they called it.
Yeah, I did name them. Vehicle simulator.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Adventure.
Oh, they changed it. They changed
real world simulation is what they called it. Social hangout. Survival. Simulation and favorites. That's the official lineup.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure those ones that they just put in were literally just for testing or just display purposes. Yeah, of course, I'm sure the algorithm kind of decides what categories to put in there. I didn't even know that. Did they just implement that now? What?
I saw it this morning. And
No way.
I thought this was the actual Discover page.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, well, that's interesting.
It was actually the home page.
I mean, what more can we say about it? I guess it's more an easier way to find games, but I find that quite interesting.
For Roblox, it's quite easy. They just duplicated the Discover page and just bunged it on the home page. You know?
Man, I'm quite upset, though, that in the past, they did remove a lot of categories. I remember it was so easy to find different categories of games. The Roblox page was set up in such a different way. You could find 10... I think there was like a total of 10 categories, actually even more. There was so many old different categories. There was Western, and Western had its own category. There was sports, there was vehicles and driving. And
the old categories of the catalogue. But then in the game front, they just threw it out the bin.
Oh.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either. Let's just actually move on.
Because you can't...
I'm sad now.
The problem is, they still have some of the categories, but you can't search them.
No.
They're just labels. You can't search them. So Roblox, hearing me, can we search the labels?
Please, let us search the labels, please. But they're not going to do that, because that's going back in time, and Roblox is not going to go back in time. They won't go back to the past. Oh, what a disaster. Oh, wow.
Thanks, Roblox.
Thank you, Roblox. Yeah. Yeah, let's just actually move on to the next topic. Okay, so when you request to join a Roblox group, and when you are accepted, you will receive a notification in your notification stream letting you know, which is quite interesting because I wouldn't know why they ever had to do that, unless there's some sort of suspicious activity going on, which I don't know. I mean, but does it really make a difference? I mean,
I think it's flawed. Dev, you were saying earlier that was on the lines, the same rails. It was that if you have a group and people go to join your game out the blue, let's say it's a border game. You go to join the group, you play their game, thought it's good, but then all of the HRs are offline, with the exception of the group, and then after that, they then accept you in the morning. At the time in the morning, most kids and most people will have forgotten that game and when they accept you in the group, and you'll be like, oh, what's this group? And then leave again because they have completely forgotten what they just did. So it is a bit flawed. I think it's a good idea, but I think think it's a bit late. They tried it out.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even care whether I got notifications or not, but yeah, I don't.
A bit of a.
Yeah, if you want to grow your group really fast, this is the worst update you could possibly imagine, because when someone joins your group and requests to join a group, and they simply forgot that you sent that request, once you finally get accepted, maybe you actually didn't want to join that group, as you were saying, and then you just leave the group. So you'll probably find when people start if you've left people in the dark for quite a long time and then accept them in your group, they will likely leave your group because they probably have moved past the idea of wanting to join your group. So rest in peace for everyone. I mean, it's not a benefit. It's not benefiting anything really. Just letting people know. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you join the group.
Let's just move on to another topic. But yeah, that's that so far. All right. A Roblox edition Monopoly board is now released and available to purchase. The special edition game comes with a Roblox game theme board, token, action spaces, and exclusive virtual items for your avatar. So we saw this picture we saw this photo of this Monopoly board. Yeah, it's quite a while. I mean,
I gave it some think. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah.
But we know that Roblox is here to make money. We're here to make money. Everyone here is making money. It's money across the board.
Yeah.
And Monopoly is money.
Capitalism.
Thinking, how is this relative? Well, it's quite funny. If you want to be on the Monopoly board, you've got to make Roblox money. And then you get on the Monopoly board for people to play making money. So the whole thing is money.
It makes me wonder how accurate do they have it to the T on how you can actually make money with Roblox. Like, because it just seems that... I mean, it's actually quite scary and terrifying if you think about it, because the game of Monopoly is simply a game to essentially... Money. No, but it's to buy other people's assets or something and buy them out. So this kind of gives me like a horrible futuristic look on people maybe buying out other people's games. You know what I'm saying? And then
put that
farming
to one
those.
Side. Yeah, that is very true. Put that to one side.
I could so imagine that happening.
All of the people on the Monopoly, all the wealthy people
buying out Adopt Me.
So I mean, it's quite funny if you put it into context.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really enjoy Monopoly a lot. I usually fall asleep half the time.
I love the old Monopoly. I got one down there. The very old Monopoly.
I get so confused. As soon as they add a calculator in, I'm lost. As soon as they add the calculator in, I'm lost. There's literally some Monopoly boards that come with that little Monopoly, and then sometimes they have that little scanner as well for your credit card, and they have credit cards.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, but there's even versions with Monopoly where you can use a credit card.
Old-fashioned cash.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but no, they have some where you could do cash and credit. Like, I mean, it really gets that complex, crazy. But
how much? How much are they going for?
I don't even know the exact price.
Probably more.
Pretty expensive as hell. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like $250 and up or something for this Monopoly board.
Probably.
Nah, I mean, $250 is quite expensive.
The old Monopoly is brilliant. It's huge board. All the modern
it is quite a big board. I mean.
No. Compared to the old ones, there's no comparison.
Oh well.
The old boards were massive, so they've downscaled them.
Yeah. I guess so.
Anyway, enough of Monopoly.
Yeah, enough on Monopoly. Let's move into the last topic that we're gonna have before we get into a break. So this is introducing surprise plushies, the newest addition to Roblox Toys collection, and each individual pack comes with one random mystery plush. The first 2 sets are available now at the Target. So just to let you guys know that these are Meep City plushes and Bubblegum Simulator plushes, which I find just quite interesting. I mean, I just wouldn't imagine...
You know what it reminds me of?
Yeah? Oh, you've actually... Yeah,
Club
you saw...
Penguin.
What?
Club Penguin.
Oh, Club Penguin. Yeah, they had...
Puffles.
Well, some people actually
They're coupled,
warned.
weren't they?
I think they did
I
get
had
into
one
some
years
trouble.
ago.
I think they did get into some legal trouble. I
Really?
don't know. Yeah, in the past because of the familiarity. I wouldn't be surprised though if they.
Mm.
No, you know what? I'm
Club
gonna be.
Penguin was one of my first games I ever played.
Yeah, Club Penguin was amazing. Yeah, the puffles were really cute and
I got to have a
customized.
black belt, and I was so proud when I did.
You actually worked on getting a black belt.
No, I had two. I had water and fire black belts.
Water and fire. That's awesome.
And then Club Penguin then got completely murdered. So yeah.
I played Free Realms. I played that Star Wars game, the Star Wars RPG game. I played Roblox. I played everything else except my Weevils. Somehow I played that. Everything except for yeah, whatever. What is the game? Oh yeah, Club Penguin. I played. I even forgot the name halfway. It's like what?
My old account. That's where the numbers generator was. That's where the numbers came from. It's my secret.
Yeah, but I mean, personally, I just don't like the designs of Meep cities because I definitely feel like it's lazy. I mean, it's literally they are puffles without fur. They're literally puffles without fur.
Yeah,
They're just puffles in the shape of a ball. I mean, it's just genuinely lazy. It's lazy. It's genuinely lazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I have to admit
that
it.
they'll fight. They were saying they're our creation. They're our baby.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Meep City did get in legal trouble due to the familiarity. It's so hard to stand on your ground though if you were to actually fight that case. Like to stand your ground is ridiculous.
I don't think so because Club Penguin shut down.
Yeah, Club Penguin did shut down, but that doesn't mean that the assets are still owned. You know, the assets and the rights to the actual branding is still owned. I mean, you can't just...
Yeah, but then puffles are furry and they're bald. Sorry to put in that context. Yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's just go into a break. We'll probably get on things with later. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. Okay, yeah, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna take a short break. Yeah, we are back now, and yeah, we're actually going to just continue moving on with the with the weekly news. Okay, so Unix and I just essentially we just recently saw this like just before we even started the podcast. So a YouTuber by the name of Darman essentially made a skit video of a child stealing a mother's credit card for Robux. So of course there's like a family in the whole skit and everything. There's the younger brother and the older brother's like, no, don't worry, dude, it's cool. We can steal the Robux. I mean, we could steal the credit cards. It's not going to be a problem. What do you... Don't tell mom. And like apparently it was like all set up from the start. So like did we even have to care at the end? Like I was just... I mean, it was... You know what? It was a masterpiece. It was amazing.
It was
amazing.
It was good actors.
Amazing.
It
Good
did feel very scripted though.
Was it like an MCU movie?
The camera quality incredible. The actual
The lighting's
all of
good.
The scenes lighting all perfect. But then as soon as it came to the actual the script, it just felt so. I mean, for a child to watch it, more for a teenager to watch it.
But a Darman's for all ages. He's changing lives. My life has been changed after we watched it.
Yes, you realise that you can't steal your mum's credit card. Is that how much your life has changed?
Yes, because now I know that if I steal my mother's credit card, I will be punished in the most severe way possible. My allowance will be taken away.
Get a PS5.
I won't. Yeah. I mean, that guy was... I mean, really, they did do a good job at picking the guy who... they chose the guy... Yeah, they chose a really good position for the guy. Yeah, for the scammer. He really did look dodgy, I must say, even though he was like just an average guy. But I mean, I was...
co-worker of the mother.
Yeah. Oh... But you know what? My life feels changed because Darman is changing lives. I think he has educated everyone to the furthest extent possible. Everyone is enlightened by this amazing content.
But I do feel like there wasn't really much passion in it, in my opinion.
Oh, what do you mean there's no passion?
It
There's
was
passion!
flat. The way the script was, it was so flat. You could just see the pauses. It was rather amusing. When are they going to take the next break of just silence? It just...
I mean, yeah, there were a bit of silent parts to it, I must say.
It wasn't fluent at all. You could have better satisfaction watching Star Wars. That's more fluent.
You know I hate Star Wars. It's terrible.
I know it's terrible. Well,
Oh,
the newer ones,
you.
but we're talking about the general thing. The new ones are probably about 10% of the whole bloody series. So let's put it into retrospect. Sorry, I'm so sorry that 10% of it is a problem.
Oh. I mean, it was alright. It was a bit goofy, I must say. I mean, the fact that it was all planned from the start, like, why would I was just thinking, why would you even do that to your child? Like, that means she literally, I mean, like, the whole thing, the whole scammer coming to the guy with the, to the kid with the PlayStation 5 and everything, the whole thing was orchestrated. Can you imagine your parents going that far to actually do that? Actually call up someone? How did they know everything in order? Like, it made no sense. I was like, what? I was like, what?
The thing is, right, you get a PS4 box like that, the thing is you would have to actually buy a PS4.
Yeah.
And to get it delivered by, let's say, Amazon, getting a shout out here, lucky you.
Oh, wow.
He's Prime, you got to get a next day delivery, so that doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense.
And he charged the PlayStation 5 for like $250. Like, that was the most... I mean, that was so obvious. Like, how... But of course it's satire. In the end, it's satire, Of course they're going to make the characters real thick.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way he sold it, like, no person would fall for that. There's no ways you can not tell me someone's that thick or that stupid to fall for $250 for a PlayStation 5.
Can I have your credit card?
It's like, just hand me a credit card and I'll walk away. And the guy's like, yeah. I mean, like in real life, they would totally...
away.
I promise you, a 5-year-old would probably decline that.
No, it's mine. It's mine.
Yeah. Anyway, let's just let's
the next thing.
Yeah, let's just move on to the next thing. But yeah, that was quite interesting. I never thought they would actually bring Roblox into the mix on his YouTube channel.
Well, I think it's good. They got to make it kid friendly. Well, I think it's very good marketing.
All right.
Just use Roblox as a brand.
Yeah. Okay, so recently there have been new hints which have been released regarding the new Roblox Talent Hub. So far, personally for me, I am quite unaware on what's even going on with the Talent Hub. I'm literally confused. Like, I have no idea. But I know I know you have taken a look.
It's been going on for over 5 months. Whole program.
5 months?
5 months.
What?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know it was going on for that long.
It's been a slow process of where it seems like they put it on the non-priority list because of how long it's coming out. And they're probably going through testing nowadays. And the Talent Hub is quite... Sorry?
Yeah, through your insight on the Talent Hub, but I'm just going to ask you this question. What is it necessarily all about? Because I'm still quite vague on it.
It's... a lot of people have quoted that it's similar to Fiverr, which, if you're familiar with Fiverr, how it works is you find a bunch of freelancers. So let's say, I want to get a programmer, or I want to get a builder. You go on Fiverr and they'll go, I am a scripter. As a scripter, you can then put, for a simple script, you can pay me $5. For an advanced script, you can pay me $50. For a ultra script, you have to pay me $200. And then with Talent Hub, it's actually quite creative. You can have 2 currencies. You've got the Robux currency and you have dollar currency. I am not sure if they've made it across the board with other currencies, but knowing that it's an American corporation, they're going to keep it to American tax and American law. So I doubt that any other country currency is allowed. So yes, we're going to have to transfer it. But it's a good step in the right direction. Now, how it works, like I said about Fiverr, so the layout does feel like Discord. The way they've done it, you've got this sleek bar on the side, which is like a Discord layout bar for a server. And you can I was going to describe it, it's like a forums where you got the forums block and you can click on what forum, but on the side, it's like a bizarre design. Each, like the forums again, you can click on someone's profile, which will have a bio and it will say their talent, which their talent will be scripting, building, GFX, etc. It's quite good because you can distinguish people in years of experience, what they're good at, and other preferences. I'm not sure the full details. I'm sure there is location because, of course, time zones, just like the Roblox.
Yeah.
Roblox already they've got on the forums. So it's going to be like a forums, but dedicated for talent, as they put it.
But is it not necessarily... It's not like Fiverr, isn't it? It's a little bit different from Fiverr. I wouldn't say it's a...
What they've released isn't very clear. From what I can see, you can put up like your title. So let's say I'm a builder, which I am. I put on my rates on there, what I do. Now, like Fiverr, you put in like, I'm going to do a job for this amount of money or this amount of Robux. And then you can then buy that person to do what you want to do for that price. And before I forget, Roblox's used terminology, that's the Roblox official one of the ones which I'll quote right now, Q&A testers. Anyone who can die in my game as a beta tester will get $5.
What?
Yes, that was the Roblox
That is so weird.
And the Roblox teaser. So it's
so
an interesting take. You
What?
can get an idea on what they're doing. Obviously, that's a bit of a high amount. I probably would have put $1.
Yeah.
But you get the idea.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to work. So, and there's 2 other references after that, but they were not very helpful. But that one was a good one to highlight. So the plan is they haven't really released a release date, but then not really. But then if you look at all of the updates over the years that Roblox have released, there's been no actual deadline dates or anything. So time is going to be the money with this Roblox. So
Yeah, I could also guarantee. I think Roblox is actually losing a lot of money without this platform just existing to begin with. I think this would rake in a lot of money, but the problem is, they can't do it wrong. They have to get it right the first time. Because if they mess up on this, it's not going to be a good look. They're going to actually probably lose more money.
I don't think they're going to mess up. I think the biggest risk that they're doing at this current moment is voice chat. I don't think that's a risk. If the voice chat is the most biggest risk at the moment.
No, you would say,
all the other things. Most biggest high risk project they've got is that voice chat, and if they're putting more time into that, which they're going to have to, because they're going to make sure it damn works. Then I don't know how long it's going to take for this thing to release.
You know what? I find it ironic. In terms of you saying, voice chat is a big threat. Roblox doesn't allow 18+ things on their platform, aka. Anything sexualized, alcohol, or anything, or just anything, but yet they are introducing something that is 18+. So, to regulate that is going to be impossible, as we speak about on the previous episode. Yeah, but I agree with you. I think Roblox voice chat is a very big threat, but let's see how they go with this one.
It's a good intention, a good plot, a good idea. Can they execute it in a good way? Because
Tune in next time.
Their track history is not on their side.
Yeah, unfortunately not, especially with display names and how much that was a disaster.
Yes, you have a great pleasure.
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks just thinking of all the terror that's going to go down. Like it was
Until
horrible.
next time.
But you know what? To be fair, at least the chaos didn't last that long. It lasted a few days. At least it didn't last like weeks or months.
Yeah, but those tweets blew up.
The moderation team must have been real packing it.
No, but I feel bad because the people who released it would have had to have been the people who would have fixed it. So let's say, because it took a couple days, that when they roll things out, it takes a long time to change it. So I actually feel bad because they completely forgot. I think they just made a huge mistake. But of course, you can't blame anyone. You can't blame Roblox. You can't blame anything.
Yeah.
Because they probably were rushed into releasing it because they need to get onto the next project.
Yeah.
So then they just let it slip, the standard.
Yeah, I know.
But I credit all the people working on the project.
Yeah.
Because they actually managed to get it out. So hats off to them, really.
Hats off to them. All right, we're moving on to our last two topics before we end this podcast episode. So far, let's actually just move on to the next one. So Roblox has recently cancelled Crown rewards for side developers. I think we should make this really short and quick. So they actually made a statement. Dev Relations themselves actually made a statement. So they essentially stated, "Thank you for your submission. Due to the overwhelming number of inaccurate and dishonest survey responses, we have temporarily placed a limit on reward distribution. At this time, milestone rewards can only be granted to the owner of the experience. This was not an easy decision to make. A majority of experiences on Roblox were created through efforts on multiple individuals who deserve to celebrate these momentous... What? These mementos? I don't know. Crowning achievements together. Momentous crowning achievements together. Please be patient while we build a new system to validate the individual contribution to the award-earning experiences. Thank you, Developer Relations." So I think that summarizes it very well.
Well, the problem is, I know what they're going to do to fix the problem, but they've got another problem. Now, I'm not going to name this game because it's because of for good security reasons, but one game that we've done in the past had the actual owner of the account got the ballistic crown for it, and that group that account owns is only under that group. So that group has got that data, but the data on the game didn't save. This happened to us. It happened to us very recently.
Yeah.
Now, because the data on the spreadsheet didn't save and it didn't register properly, when you go to apply on the system they've just shut down, all the dev relation people go, "You're talking rubbish. There's no log of this."
Yeah.
And then you get a bounce back. So the problem is that it's dev relations. Obviously, some people are going to put up a fight, which, to be fair, they do have a very valid case because it is true that their group did deserve that. But because the logging system of the game data, which shows how many people join your game and all the people that did not register or did not save correctly because of how the servers and all that work, you will not get your reward. Now, of course, we know how dev relations work. You send the form in, and the dev relation member of staff will have to read it. Now, they're going to get a lot of emails. Now, I got a feeling that there's going to be a majority of them that are actually genuine. Because the actual system failed, just like it failed for us, it is going to have that same knock-on effect. So, if you think about it, how the system is going to work is quite simple. That file that you get, is going to be sent through how they're going to work. They will send the file through, it's going to check the date on the file, and then it's then going to give the people that you've listed the data. That's how it's going to work with the crown. And they're probably going to cap how many developers you can give.
Yeah, I think we tried ourselves. I'm sure we've probably been given that email.
I checked the data, and the data did not add up. It was a load of rubbish. The data was incorrect. So it's not Dev Relations' fault. Yes, Dev Relations can't be bothered with it anymore. Don't blame them, because the system is half broken.
Yeah, that's
true. Anyway.
I can just imagine how many people were actually hopping into the system just to get a crown, just to get that one crown.
Right? This account that I cannot name only had that group and owned that one group and got the ballistic crown. Now, none of our developers could have got it on that group and that game because the actual data on the game itself was corrupted.
Yeah.
It was corrupted. It just didn't work. So it's not Dev Relations' fault because the data's corrupted, but then people are going to get pissed off with it. And then Dev Relations is going to go, people are falsely saying this, that, and the other, and it just, it all breaks down.
It just falls apart. I can only imagine how many people have been lying, really. Just putting them underneath the developer position.
Obviously, some people are going to try their luck. But I feel bad for the people like us who are genuine, who completely get axed.
Yeah, I understand.
So we're collateral damage.
Yeah. All right. But that's actually a good take on all that. It is quite a bit of a chaotic mess that's essentially happened with that. But yeah, I think we're on to our last topic now before we actually end off this podcast.
Wonderful.
3 new bundles have been released demonstrating Roblox's newest 3D clothing, essentially. 3D layered clothing. And essentially, I saw this on Twitter, and I was like quite fascinated. I was like, okay, so they can fit different types of body types. They can fit a female body type. They can fit like a male body type with an overly huge...
Though. It's
yeah,
a long time coming.
It is a long time coming.
I don't want to sound sexist or anything. Hasn't it been a very long time that they've actually made a proper female character?
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's been a while since there's actually been a proper, at least female package that isn't something weird or ridiculous like a fairy costume or like a woodland elf or something like that.
Actually customizable.
An actual customizable female body.
Yeah.
And I think
I'm not going to highlight any areas, but you can get the gist.
Royal High fans rejoice.
Yeah. And all the programmers on the project are probably thinking, oh no.
I don't think it's necessarily that bad. They're already built in those
yes,
female-shaped bodies in for ages.
Yes.
Now.
Well, yes, but they're going to have to add the new things to all the time. They have to keep updating it. So they're going to be constantly up, keeping them up. So I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think that it's taken them a while, yes. I just think that they need to get this on the UGC program.
It would have to be. I'm so excited for UGC clothing. I'm so but rest in peace, classic clothing designers. I feel so bad. I mean, what can we do? Rest in peace. There's literally nothing we can do. You
can't afford to be a clothing designer anymore. I mean, you just be honest.
Yeah, you just can't. It's
afford it.
I mean, it's just, especially if they don't phase it out and they make it a sudden drop. Clothing's released the next day. It is going to be devastating. It's going to be so devastating. Yeah, Twitter's going to explode. Just rest in peace, classic clothing designers.
Yeah,
I think your era is long
Roblox,
gone.
You know Roblox, they're going to drag this out really slowly to make everyone not notice the difference.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
No one's going to notice. We just slowly phase it out.
Oh, man.
So it's going to be interesting.
Now I got to figure out how to join UGC if I want to make a shirt. You know, because the new clothing method.
UGC is user-generated content.
Yeah,
so
it could be a wide, varied amount of things.
In theory, they should make it more public. I don't know what's going on because you can make clothing, you can make 3D models from the mug.
I think it will get to a point. Where you could everyone could do it.
But of course, Roblox's moderation.
Yeah, it's not
make any comments on.
It's not as
they're not wanting to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because that'll cost too much money and they're going to have a lot of problems. So they're going to try and limit it down.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's about time we end off this podcast episode. But thank you guys for all tuning into the DevCast this week. And we're going to see you guys all next week. Cheers.
Feel free to join the Discord, which will be linked below.
Join the Discord link below. If you guys want to send us any cool stuff that you want us to react to, essentially. But we'll see you guys all next week.
See you all next time.